Let's take a few minutes and tour through the Muse interface, and I'll show you how to navigate through different stages of the Muse design process. In this video, we'll talk about the plan and design views specifically. So when you first create a brand new site in Muse by clicking File and New Site, you're presented with this view, and this is called the Plan view. You can see up in the top right corner we have Plan, Design, Preview, and Publish. So the Plan view is designed for you to create the overall structure or high-level overview of your site. So if you're looking at it in this view, what you could do here is just kind of mouse over one of the pages and click the plus sign beside that page, and it creates a new page. So we've got a home page, and now we have another page. Let's call this page About. Then we could do another page, perhaps called Portfolio, just like that. Now, if we wanted to create sub-level pages or child pages, we can click the plus sign below that page, and we could create different portfolio item pages. So let's say illustration is one. We'll click the plus again. Maybe this is web, and then we do another one, and we'll do something like print design. There you go. So you can see in this view, you set up a high-level look at how you want the whole site structure to act. You can zoom in and out of this view by clicking the slider on the top, and you can change this view from a horizontal layout to a vertical layout. So this just gives you a different representation of the site itself. You can also rename your pages in this view. So if I double clicked on this page, I could rename it to Work instead of Portfolio. There are widgets in Muse that automatically pull in these page names for navigation systems, so it's important to name them with something accurate. You can also rearrange pages in the plan view. By clicking and dragging on a page, you can see that I can move it over to the other side. You can rearrange them in any way you want. And then at the bottom here, we have something called a master page. If you've worked with a master page in InDesign before, you'll know that basically what a master is a template for all other pages to inherit. So if we were to open up this master page and put a design element on that canvas, perhaps a navigation system, that master page could be applied to any page on your website. So you wouldn't need to redo that work again and again. Once you've created your full site in the plan view, what you'll do then is double click on any of the pages you want to edit. So let's double click on the work page. And you'll notice now I've jumped to the design view. The design view is the kind of core and guts of Muse. This is where you're going to spend the majority of your time. This is also the view where you'll be doing things like adding photos or adding text or other elements to your site. You'll see that in the design view you have a toolbar on the left side, and that toolbar has options like the selection tool, which is the primary pointing and grabbing tool. You have things like a text tool, so we can drag the text tool out and create a frame and type text in there. We have a rectangle tool that we could use to perhaps create a bar on our website, just like that. And with each of these tools selected, you'll notice that the control bar at the top changes. So with the rectangle tool selected, I could apply things like a fill. So here's a black fill applied to that rectangle. And the bar or control bar at the top is always going to change depending on which tool you have selected at the time. Similar to other Adobe apps, you have on the right side your panels and various windows. So for example, here I have my widget library. And with the widget library, I can select some sort of widget I want on my site, and I can drag it out onto the canvas just like that. So as I said before, the design view is the core of the app itself and where you'll spend most of your time working in Muse. Remember, at any time you can jump back to your high-level plan view by clicking the Plan button in the top right, and you can just double-click on any of these pages to open them up in the design view. You'll also see here that tabs are actually opening up on our site for any pages that we have currently open. So that's probably the fastest way for you to jump between different views of your website. In our next video, we'll explore the final two stages of the Muse design process, which is previewing and publishing your website.